Supercell ID is a service that makes safeguarding your game progress easy as pie. For those of you who have multiple game accounts, this one's for you. Let's use Clash of Clans to demonstrate. Don't worry, the process is the same regardless of the Supercell game you're playing. Let's say I play two different villages. In the How to Create an Account video, you saw me connect my first village, this one, to a Supercell ID. My other one is still bound to its Game Center account. To connect the second village, log out of the first village's Supercell ID in the game settings. Tap Confirm, and a loading screen will appear. Before doing anything here, log out of the Apple ID account that is currently on your device. Enter your device's settings and tap your Apple ID account. Scroll down to sign out. You will be prompted by a couple pop-ups. Follow them until you're completely signed out. Then, log in to the Apple ID account that is connected to the second village. It will automatically sign you into Game Center. Before going back to the game, find Game Center in the settings and make sure it is turned on. Open the game, and in the loading screen there will be two options. Log in with Supercell ID and play without Supercell ID. Tap on Play without Supercell ID. A fresh village will appear, but don't freak out. Within a few seconds, a game pop-up will appear prompting you to load a village. The village suggested in the prompt is the one connected to the Apple ID email you just signed into. Tap Load and your village will appear, like mine just did. If a pop-up does not appear prompting you to load a game, close the app and open it again. To connect to its own Supercell ID, follow the same process you did when connecting your first village by registering a new account. Repeat this process for the rest of your villages or other Supercell games that you have multiple accounts for. Possibly the coolest feature in Supercell ID so far is how easy it is to switch between game accounts. Log out of your Supercell ID to make the game's loading screen appear. Tap Log in with Supercell ID, and you will see a list of your previously saved logins. Tap on the account you want to load, and it will load. No hassles, no drama. If you play with an Android device, the process is similar. This Clash village is already connected to a Supercell ID, but a second village I play on this device is still attached to its Google Play account. To load the second village and attach it to a Supercell ID account, enter Settings and log out of Supercell ID. Confirm, and a loading screen will appear. There will be two options. Log in with Supercell ID and play without Supercell ID. Tap on Play without Supercell ID. A fresh village will appear, but again, don't freak out. Enter Settings mid-tutorial. See where it says Google Play? Tap Disconnected. Google Play will prompt to choose an account. Select the one attached to the second village, and it will load like mine just did. Now go back to Settings to connect the village to Supercell ID, just like on your first village, by registering a new account. To learn more about Supercell ID, peruse through our support pages and frequently asked questions.